Alrighty, so we're doing another video. This one is for Redemption of the Phoenix 3.7 update. Yeah, I said I was gonna wait about a week. Well, it's been 3 days. No, 4 days since I stopped writing. Since I took a break from 3.6. Well, finished 3.6, I should say. 3.7's beginning has just flowed out of me really good. Like, I really wanted to write, and I said I was going to write last night on Twitter, and I finally got around to writing. So, people walking. So, I jumped into it, and where did I leave off? I churned out 5 pages. I hit a milestone too. I'm up to 70,000 words. It's pretty fucking awesome, man. That's the highest I've ever written a story. And I still don't know how long this motherfucker's gonna be. And I'm not even at the middle of the story yet. Nope. Nowhere near the fucking middle. I'm still at the beginning, but I would say I'm about 25% into the story now. About 25, give or take. 25. So, I'm trying to think what the hell halfway would be. That's a good question. Maybe, maybe 3.9, because that sounds about right to me, given how much I have to add in yet and still do, and so much development to do. Anyway, the beginning for 3.7 picks up right where I left off with, the end of Lucius's, Lucius getting his lightsaber back, the duel with Eve, and him passing the duel with her. So it picks up with that. And that was really easy to write. Well, it was easy in my head, but it was harder to get out in words, because as much as I wanted to stay on Jaga, I'm trying to get the fuck off that damn planet. Christ, I hate it. That's the one thing that any writer can relate to. If you're in a comfortable place with your characters, you don't want to leave that place. It's so hard to leave that fucking place. Like, you want to leave it, but you can't, because it's so comfortable. And you're trying your damnedest to get the fuck away. And you're stuck there because you can't get the fuck away because it's so fucking comfortable. But I broke away from it. Let me see. What was the other thing I worked on? Fuck off, Macari. Stupid notifications. Trinity. Yes, I worked on Trinity as well. So she's left the group because Eve told her she has more training to do. So now she's gone off with Rick into the forest. So Trinity's with Rick and the gang. Rick and his gang. So I will be, it'll be a yo-yoing thing where I go between where Lucius and Eve are on a north, and then when they're done there, I will come back to Jaga for Trinity and Rick. So it's easy to break it up that way because I have a North's reveal, and then I have the training with the final bit of training with Trinity and Rick, because there's that unresolved issue between them. Plus, there's Rick versus Lucius in the future. Spoiler. Because when I was wrapping up Lucius and Eve packing to leave Jaga, that little tidbit passed me. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta add this in. I was like, wait a minute, let me add it in later. That way I'm focused on getting a North's storyline done and building into their duel later down the road. because right now Lucius is in a place where, he's whole again, but he also has to rediscover his connection to his lightsaber as well. And Eve, Eve, oh, shit under my fingernail. There we go. Better. Um, yeah, Eve went over that. While as they dueled, Lucius mainly relied on his sword. And you know how you can relate to this. If you've been used to doing something in a certain order or using, it's like writing. If you're right-handed and someone tells you, try something with your left hand, you're like, it feels weird. Like, I'm left-handed. Surprise. Surprise. Yeah, I'm left-handed, so I do some things with my right hand, but I'm flipping the script with it. So he's been using his sword for so long. He's been using it for what, 2 to 3 years now? No, 5 years? Yeah, about 2 to 3 years now. Yeah, I gotta go back and reread. I forget things because there's so much going on in my head that I'm trying to keep track of, and I'm writing it down as well, and then I'm adding to it. So I got yeah, so he's been using his sword for 2 to 3 years, and then he gets his lightsaber back. And to him, in 3-2, I think, might have been 3-3, 3-2 or 3-3, when he went to Jaiga and first encountered Rick and his gang. He held Trinity's lightsaber and used it in the fight against them and lost. And I wrote, it felt so foreign to him. Well, having his double bladed lightsaber back, it's even more for him because he's got to relearn all those moves again and relearn how to, be in tune with it because he's been away from it for so long. And I also had Eve mention how, wait, that's not what I want to say. Lucius asked Eve how come he didn't feel his lightsaber calling out to him this whole time, because she had it this whole time, if you haven't read that shit. So he asked her that, and she said, it's been calling out to you, you just ignored its call. And it was something, that's the whole part of her training with unlearning. So he unlearned to ignore the call of his own lightsaber and the crystal within it. So basically, he unlearned listening to the crystal itself. So he has to relearn all that shit again. So it's a hell of a journey for him, and this is one hell of a journey for me as well, because I'm really just oof. Like my head is like oof, with ideas and letting everything just fully flourish and flesh out properly as it should be written. And it's coming along really good. So I'm up to 212 pages, 70,328 words. And I'm pretty proud of where it's going. Like, 3.7 is going to be fun. Now, 3.7 is going to go back to regular length and stuff. 3.6 was short because I didn't want to have both penultimate moments in the same installment, so I'm breaking that up. 3.7 is going to have the second penultimate moment for Lucius, which is going to be really rough to just write. Like, you can see on my face, I'm like, fuck writing that thing. It's too hard. I will get through it, and it'll be difficult. But I will get through it. It'll take me time. I will get there, though. So, I worked on it this morning for 2 hours and 42 minutes. which was really nice. Like I was getting burned out in the end. I was like, yeah, let me go to bed. I need to really think before I jump back into it and do more. So that's all I really got. I mean, everything's panning out really good, and I'm like piecing everything together in my head as I'm like, okay, I know what I got to do next. Um, but yeah, I will continue with updates on this, and you can follow my Twitter as well, at SW thedrakensaga, for updates and all that good shit, and whatever random fucking thoughts I post on there. I already had to block a troll today. Fucking moron. No, I muted the asshole. Like, damn. Why? Let's see. He's like, imagine. He's like, you write Star Wars fanfic. Imagine being a virgin and doing it. I'm like, yeah, I am one. So fucking what? At least I have an outlet for my CPTSD. That's the whole point of my damn stories. That's the whole point of this whole fucking saga. Is so I have an outlet for my CPTSD. I have an outlet for my depression. I have an outlet for all my other bullshit that I got going on. It helps. It's therapeutic. That's the whole fucking point. So I muted his ass. I ain't got time to niggle with idiots and trolls. So it's like, whatever. Fuck it. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.